business works at the rate of trust, and so do these kinds of things. You got to build credibility, you got to build trust. We want to get to a place where people are talking about your club, like organically talking about your club. You want to be doing something that is impactful enough or enough of a great experience for those members that, like, around the water cooler where those parents are talking about it, at PTO night they're talking about it, back to school night they're like, oh my God, we spent the whole summer at the Cardinal Wrestling Club, it was amazing, you should check it out. Really, there's no easy way to get brand marketing done besides like backbreaking work. So you have to volunteer, you have to show up even when you're tired, right? Like, you want to host open houses where you're maybe not going to make a ton of money, but people are going to come and see like people like us here do things like this, and you want to be a part of it. And so I can't stress that enough. It can't be like once that you do this cool thing and then everyone's supposed to imagine that you would do it again. Like, there has to be a cadence of it. You can start building brand awareness, and you should start building brand awareness before the first day when you open the doors, right? Like, you don't want to wait until that until the club ribbon cutting ceremony to start building your brand. And really, your brand is you. So many times, you're an entrepreneur, like this is going to be a new adventure for you, and you're not going to have a social media department and a finance department and all these things. So you are your brand marketing. So asking yourself some tough questions and going around and asking the community some tough questions like, how do people see me? What is my reputation in the wrestling community? If you want to open a club, I would say even high school athletes, I hear a lot of them talking about like, someday I want to be a club owner, I want to like coach. It's like, now's the time to start building your brand, not when you are cutting the ribbon. How do people feel about you? Are they going to want to be part of that? Are you out in the community? Are you volunteering? Are you a need, fill a need kind of person? Are you someone that parents want their kids around? Are you going to show up? Are you going to be consistent? Are you going to be active and have good energy? And so that starts way before that day when you cut that ribbon. So education and leveraging what you know as a leader and sharing it with others. That's a really great way to share content and build your brand as like, hey, we help people like us in our club. We are doing more than just collecting membership dues. We're building community here. We're building culture. We want the sport to grow more than just at our club, but all over our area kind of attitude. Sometimes we focus on the wrong areas, right? I think sometimes it's like we want to get our logo up and we want to have all these social media options on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitter, and we're sort of spinning our wheels and spending our time in the wrong areas. I think it's very true, that statement of business grows at the rate of trust. And so you really have to be out there earning trust and earning credibility. Like, recently, there's a club that started in our area, and I love what she's doing. It's a club just for girls, and she's building brand awareness in such a lovely way. She spent the whole summer doing really community building things, having open houses, like, being on Main Street, doing the parade stuff. It's like a perfect guide to how you roll out a beginning of a club. And I'm sure she's probably not making a ton of money to start, but the work that she's put in has been beautiful, right? It's like she's building trust in the community, and that will pay off. When we think about what influences people to start coming to a club, it's like usually the people that are there. So if you can, when you start a club, if you can say to yourself, okay, like, let me try to get a handful of people who are valued in the wrestling community, who people who are looked up to in the wrestling community. Maybe like a family of 5 kids that, like, the 3 kids are right now in college and the last 2 are in high school, and like that family is like, wow, they've done a good job with their kids with wrestling. It's like, if you can get them to start coming to some of your practices, people are like, wait, did you hear so and so's like going to so and so practice? And it's like, oh no, I didn't hear that. That's interesting. And then if you can continue to create those circles of like people who are influential in the wrestling community that are being part of, like, maybe they're hopping on a Zoom meeting, maybe they're coming to the coaches clinic that you like put on, maybe like you're really knowledgeable about weight cutting, and so they came to some kind of session on that. As much as you can pull in like a circle of influence, and then other people can see that, that's going to be a powerful piece too. It's a long way of saying, I guess, is like you have to do the backbreaking work. You have to get in there and you have to do the brand building. The clubs that are successful, if you think about them, like, I can think about a bunch of clubs that I know that do really well, and I know who they are as people. Like, some of them have like tattoos branded on them. Like, they are not joking, right? They're like, people like us do things like this. And their clubs aren't for everybody. And I love that. Like there's some people who go to those clubs and are like, man, that is not for my kid. And that's okay. But they've really differentiated themselves as like, this is who we are for. It's about thinking of the problems or the barriers in the area, building trust and credibility. Again, not easy things to do, backbreaking work, it really is. But you got to get in it to win it. So it's like you're in it every day and you're trying your best and it happens over time.